Good evening, everybody. This is Butch Popeye Moss with Texas Biker Radio, and this is Popeye Live. Well, I wanted to come on tonight and give an update of what's going on, and also at the same time, we step back to look at things, and I probably believe that we need to send a message to the White House, and I'll put up a link in the morning for a link to the White House, so you can send them a message, and that message should be EO 13848. That's EO 13848. That's an executive order. And I do believe it's time that, we keep hearing over and over and over, that stuff is going to get out there, stuff that's going to shock us, everything else. And what I'm saying right now is show us what you got. If there's another play here, let's do it and do it now, is what I'm saying. And, Lynn Wood had it right. He had everything right. And he's another one out there that's saying, hey, there's more to come. Well, does that mean there's more to come from this administration now? Or is there more to come as we've seen it all? And we now know the traitors of this country, who they are. And let me tell you, it's far and wide. There's got to be thousands of people involved in this. All the way, the deep state is everywhere. Everywhere. And as we said last night, there's no way they're not going down without a fight. And we weren't prepared. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you a few things after stepping back. And that's from our experience as protest organizers of many protests, of many. I've been doing it for years. And let me go back to Waco, and even beyond that, when we got involved in that. Now, our teams were always knowing that there was a possibility there in Waco that we could have somebody infiltrate our group and cause some problems for us. And so we were really cognizant of that. And so what we would do is prior to the event, we would even talk about it. I don't know if any of you guys were there or remember it, but we would even talk about what to do if we had somebody that came to our event that was going to infiltrate and cause problems. And so we were on the lookout for that. And we would say to our people in attendance, hey, if somebody like that comes here, what we do is you let us handle it. Point them out, and let us handle it. And we were ready. We were ready for that kind of thing. Now, we also, in the tea parties, in particular, we had one event where we had 17,000 people over here at Air Hog Stadium. And we did have some people show up in front of the facility, and immediately the media gravitated toward them and would start trying to interview them. And then as soon as our team got wind of it and saw what was going on, they would call me, and our little team would go out there and we'd go see what was going on. And then we'd interject ourselves into the middle of it and handle the problem. And we were able to do it each and every time. Now, in this case of what happened on the 6th, what happened then is, let me tell you, that was so massive, so massive. And the people that went to that rally, and the people that were putting on the different events around there, many of them young, many of them not used to handling that kind of thing. But let me tell you, everybody should have known how to conduct themselves when Antifa arrived on the scene. And number one would be is don't let them lead you just into something you shouldn't be doing. And of course, like I've said on this program a lot, I've spent many, many nights analyzing their tactics just about all year long. Since the Chaz thing that went on. And so it was the perfect storm with the Capitol Hill police inviting them in, opening the doors, making it where it was accessible for them to get in. And of course, I'm going to show you something here real quick. And now what's going on in that area. And here we go. Whoop, there we go. Now, here I am. As you can see now, they've decided, the Congress, or whoever it is, may have been the administration, has decided, so they'll feel better there at the Capitol building, the one they call the People's House. Well, now they've got an unscalable wall erected around it. Got it up fast, didn't they? All of a sudden, walls are needed. Walls work. They don't mind walls when they're trying to protect their asses, but you know what? Their asses were never in danger. If they were in danger, it was from the Capitol Hill police themselves who were firing live ammunition. And let me say this about that. For months on end, we have seen police departments across this nation fight with the Antifa types, put up with night after night a bunch of crap, but never once did we see them fire live ammunition. They use bean bags, rubber bullets, paint pellets, and any other item they could find outside of live ammunition. But yet, for some reason, on Capitol Hill, and now that they're talking about the troops out there that are now guarding the facilities as the Congress is hauled ass home, and the Senate, they're not expected back till the 19th. So as these people have gone home, they erect this wall. They've got troops all over the place, but yet there's nobody there. But let me say this. Going out there and rioting and disguising themselves as patriots, that option is still there. They can do this all across the nation. Again and again and again, and the media will go out there and jump on it as if it's the patriots doing it. And let me tell you this, that won't be the case. It's more lies, It's more innuendos. It's everything like that. We've got like I said, a perfect storm for the deep state. And we're going to have to climb our way out of this. And how do we climb our way out of it? We keep pointing out the truth. And right now, we're in the middle of what we call, I guess, information wars. Yeah. So watch out for more attacks, everybody. Watch out for more of this. If you put it on an event everywhere, anywhere in this country, you've got to prepare for this. And that's the reason it's important for you to like and share this video right now, which we are experimenting right now because I'm recording it at the same time we're live streaming. So at the end of this, I'll look at the quality of that video. But like I said, going back to my first comments, Lynn Wood had everything right. And he's still claiming that there's more to come. But we don't know what more to come is. That's the reason we're saying, hey, whatever you got, bring it right now. If it's forming a new party, if that's what they mean by there's more to come, that they're not going away, if it's just going to, we're going to regroup, or does this administration have more to do now? Trump is going to have to, at some point, I do believe he's going to have to fire back at these people that are threatening to impeach him and just give him hell and ruin his life after he leaves, if he leaves, after he leaves, whatever's going to happen here. We'll know here pretty quick, but you know what? I'd like to see them get it done now. If they've got more ammo to fire at these people, let's do it now. Let's get it on. That's what I'm saying. Because we know who all the traitors are now. We have exposed them. And when I say we, I mean Donald Trump, I mean you and I, everybody that's been out there that's trying to get the truth out there. So we need to be prepared for anything at this point. Now, right now, what we got going on is conservative speech purge. The Twitter canceled the president's account, not going to let him come back. But you know what? The president has moved to Parler. Now, also at the same time, the platforms that Parler uses, they're threatening to pull the plug on them. We'll see what they do. But I can't believe we're still up on YouTube because we've taken them on. We've chastised them. We've chastised Facebook and Zuckerberg and the rest of them. But then again, maybe there's just something to the fact that we don't have a large audience. And one of the reasons for that is, and I'll explain it to you guys, is maybe just because the title of our show, our news organization, Texas Biker Radio. And because it's got that title, it limits our audience. It's not as broad based as it should be. And so we're being, we may be our own worst enemy in that case. But we are bikers, and we're bikers are more than just bikers. Bikers are a reflection of the rest of our society. They really are. And, as far as the labels we get, you look out there across the country and there's good and bad everywhere. There's good and bad in law enforcement. Man, let me tell you, there's good and bad in politics, and most of it's bad. I don't know of a single biker out there that's committed treason. Not one. I don't know of one. Will they fight with each other every once in a while? Yep, they will. And we hope they can straighten whatever problems they have with each other out, like anybody else. It's the lure of big, easy money that corrupts police departments, that corrupts police in general, law enforcement, and just maybe the lure of big money is what the deal is with the FBI, the CIA, the NAS, and everybody else that can't seem to find these despots that have infiltrated our government at all levels. At all levels is what I'm saying. And now Trump is, he's out there saying, what I'm getting is that they're going to be creating probably their own social network, using their own platforms, their own servers, everything. Why not? Why not? Why not have a platform that's designed to get the truth out there? Why not have a platform that we can go to without worrying about being censored? Why not? I would definitely go to it. We had that thing the other day result in the death of a 16-year Air Force veteran. Ashley Babbitt was her name. Remember that, everybody. Remember that. And she probably got caught up in the heat of the moment and the fact that the Capitol Hill police were letting people into that building. And matter of fact, you've probably seen the pictures of where they're walking in, and they're walking in between the velvet ropes, the walkways inside. And many of them in there were in there getting photo ops, and it makes me just wonder. Whoever the hell got in Nancy Pelosi's office, and they've already arrested one guy, but he wasn't the only one that went in there. It makes me wonder just, where do you think that laptop's at now? Where do you think the information on it is at now? You think it's on a memory stick? I do. If there's anything good on that, how long do you think it'll take for that to get out there in the public? Just saying, everybody. Just saying. So, it's going to be important that we find other ways of communications in case they go into a total blackout. Because as we found out, the Microsoft has the ability to kill all their networks, and your laptop, your phone, anything you're using may just quit working, including iPhones. And it depends on whatever these phone companies decide they want to do, if they're part of the deep state and part of the technical coup that we have going on. But we will find a way to get the information out anyway to you. We're still up on YouTube. We're still operating there. And we are prepared in case they decide they want to shut us down for expressing our opinions on the news of the day. And that's what we're talking about here. Everything I'm talking about tonight has been in the news and reported by the mainstream media, a lot of it. But their version of it is not the true version. That's the reason we comment on it. And let me tell you, these people in the deep state are crazy mad. Crazy. And I mean, not, I mean, crazy mad is what they are. Right now, they are scared to death that another hammer is going to fall. That's the reason they're going full blast, threatening Donald Trump, telling him to resign or be impeached. They want to impeach him because if you're impeached twice, you cannot run again. And that's what the deal about that is. If you're impeached twice, you can't run again. Now, that doesn't stop his children, who are intelligent as hell, I would vote for in a minute. That wouldn't stop them from running. Even if they did impeach him. And you know, even if you're impeached, it doesn't stop you from going out there and participating in the political process. It doesn't stop that. It doesn't stop us. And just like I said last night, 13 months from now, they're going to be getting ready to run again. They're going to decide if they're going to run at all. And I'll tell you right now, I think many Republicans won't be back because the writing's on the wall for them. Yes, it is. I mean, what some frickin' morons. Just because there was some people got into the building and they abandoned it. That's what happened, everybody. Either the Secret Service or the Capitol Hill Police came down there, rounded them all up, and scooted them out of there. And so some people ended up getting into the chambers. That's because the people that were inside ran. And the people inside, the security apparatus inside, let them in. Let them in. We've all seen the videos. We've all seen the pictures. It was a setup. It was a setup. Anybody that knows how these things work and knows these people, knows they're nonviolent, they're not Antifa types. The people that first got there were invited in for photo ops, and the photo ops were used against them. So we've got one hell of a fight ahead of us. And like I said, it's going to be no time before they're seeking our votes again. Think about that. So we've got this period of time. If something doesn't happen between now and the 20th, and let me tell you, the other side, if they were in the driver's seat, if they were truly in the driver's seat and there's nothing to worry about here, nothing to see here, they wouldn't be in a panic. They wouldn't be doing all this crap. And so, just know, right now, We've seen it all. And just like we did in Waco, we continue to expose them day after day after day after day, as long as it takes. As long as it takes. You've got to be able to hang in there, not be dejected, and know there's more fights to be had. There's victories to be won. If I didn't believe that, I wouldn't be on here telling you that. If I hadn't experienced that, even though some of the victories are far and few between, I wouldn't be telling you that. I'd go ahead and just go enjoy my retirement. That's what I would do. But instead, I get up, brush myself off, take a deep breath, rejuvenate, and live to fight another day with every tool that is available to me, whether it be through this podcast, whether it be through writing an article, whether it be getting out there and joining a protest somewhere. And I got to tell you, everybody, we need to learn how to handle this. You need to learn how to handle it. You need to be ready for what happened on the 6th. And let me tell you, they estimate now, I heard it the other day, mainstream media, 3 million people. 3 million people were there in that plaza. And we had a few jackasses that go over there to the Capitol building and cause some hell. And the patriots that got there early got caught up in it. And then others came to the building. They didn't breach the building. They stood outside the building. And I don't know, many of them may have just thought that was the place to be at the time because of what had happened inside. We had cowards, we had traitors, we had the despots of our government inside there. And now we know who they all are. We know who they all are. We know the FBI is complicit. We know that the CIA is complicit. We know the media is complicit. We know the deep state is complicit, federal workers, in which they all are. The courts were complicit. There's got to be a clean sweep, my friends. We got one hell of a purge to do to bring this country back to the people. That's what we've got to do. And we have a short period of time to get it done. If there's not some miracle that happens between now and the 20th. And that's the reason I'm saying to you, call the White House. You can either just put EO 13848 or put EO 13848. Do it now. Do it now. And so, not going to keep you a long time tonight. Like I said, this is an experiment because I'm streaming and recording at the same time. And it's going to be interesting to see how that works out because if we get kicked off of YouTube, we'll be back to producing videos and then uploading them. And we'll be doing that at Parler, We'll be doing that at MeWe, and we'll be doing that on our own website, texasbikerradio.org. And it's going to be one hell of a ride if they start shutting things down. They start shutting, because this is information wars. They don't want us telling the truth. They want to be able to set the narrative and lie and lie and lie and lie again. And at the same time, vilify us. Now, as bikers, we're used to seeing this shit. The general public, maybe not so much. But my friends, I'm asking you to like and share this video. We do need to grow our audience. We surely do. And, we're not professional newscasters. But we've been doing this for many years now. And what we do is we comment on the news of the day. And we'll tell you what we think about it. We'll tell you what we think about it, as all bikers will. I've said many times that, you ask a biker a question, and he's going to give you his opinion, his true opinion. Now, he may be 100% dead wrong, but he's going to give you his opinion. And of course, we're the same way, but we try to be, we really, really try to be right in the things we're saying. Now, every once in a while we get it wrong, and when we do, we correct it. We correct it. And the truth is, right now, we want to see what they got. We want to see if there's any more cards to be played here right now. Or are we talking about regrouping after Biden has taken over, he and the despots? And the one thing about that is, he is an unlawful president if he takes office. It's unlawful. It'll be an unlawful administration. Matter of fact, the whole government right now is an unlawful organization. And it's going to take some effort to clean it up. Really some effort. And we start by cleaning up the vote. And you've got to get hold of your state legislature, no matter where you are across this country, and tell them, hey, it's time to end the fraud. Even if the fraud wasn't enough to overturn any election. There's just too much of it. And it's now too easy. And this is where we go. This is where we go. We start there, everybody. We start there. And our legislators meet in January. Yeah. They meet in January. And we have Biker Legislative Day coming up January 23rd through 25th. Go to Texas Biker Radio on Facebook. Sons of Liberty Riders MC on Facebook tomorrow morning. And we'll have the flyers for that up for you guys that live in the Texas area. We'd like for you to participate. And I do believe we need to make sure that cleaning up the elections is on the agenda. Not only for our biker issues, that issue also. Everybody have a great evening. This is Butch Popeye Moss. I'll see you next time as we get ready to take our country back. Bye-bye.